Welcome back to Tran Wins Death Road to Canada, Tran Edition. Let's see if I can guess which of these controllers is the right one to grab. It's a tangled mess, too. Tran Edition is a graphics and audio mod. The music is created by Audionautics. It's downloaded from his website. On his website, he gives free permission to do whatever you want with the music, so I'm sure he's not aware of this mod at all. And I guessed wrong. No, that's the wrong controller, but at least I untangled them. Alright, there we go. So I was kind of hoping that by the time I did the next Death Road episode, I'd have researched Zombo points and spending them. But I haven't yet. I don't know how much time I have left. When my family exited the building so I could get a chance to record, I had to update the game and then repatch my graphics over some of the existing things. So for example, they added like 5 or 6 new weapons. I can't just immediately swap things. I do delete the old images, put my images on top of it in the same image file, and then apply some of my pixel changes a little bit to the new weapons. I haven't really gone over the weapons, I haven't really looked at them. I think like one of them was a crossbow or something, or a really big rifle like a blunderbuss, I don't know. Alright, let's see here. I don't really know if there's anything I particularly want. Trademark weapon sounds pretty cool, but I'm not sure I would give up one of my attributes for that, like mechanic or something. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I've got points, nothing else to spend with it. Hold on, I think they're home. Yeah, they're getting inside, so yeah, I'll just pick this back up in a second, or restart the episode or whatever. Hiking experience helps avoid forest terrors. Removes a penalty event from the first walking day every time you lose the car. So I would have to use this in lieu of something I already have. So let's see, that'd be paranoid or... Sorry, I get perks and traits mixed up in my head. Really, I think should be renamed personality or something. Traits are the personality types, and I can give you a full dissertation on that in a later episode. I believe I know exactly how that breaks down. For example, if you have a stat that's higher than a allotted amount, it'll drop it. If it's lower than a minimum amount, it'll raise it. And it generally influences 2 things. Sometimes 3, and rarely 4. So what I mean by that is like Bandit will drop everything to 0, Civilized will raise everything to 6, regardless of your character's stat. Let's say you have a dude named Pathfinder, that's his name. And Pathfinder has 3 in the top stat, 2 in the next stat, then 4 and 6. If you make him civilized, he's all 6s for the time being, and then if you change his trait later to something without changing the seed or randomizing him, he'll go back to 3, 2, 4, 6, and then his new trait will take an effect. So if his trait was charming, it'll be something like 6, 6, 4, 6. So Pathfinder would remove one of my perks. I don't know which one. I'll have to look at Munchkin and Road Rage. Alright, so if the characters look different, I'm sure they would do. That's because my family came home real quick, so I just exited the game and put myself back in the position. That's one of my AFK tricks I do to try to keep it seamless. So let me check real fast on characters. Okay, so Explorer Paranoid. So I'd give up Explorer for Pathfinder, or they added more slots, I think. Alright, or I give up Mechanic. Okay, so I'd be willing to give up Mechanic for Pathfinder. But I'd also be willing to give up that for the favorite weapon, trademark weapon. I'm not sure what I would do. Anyways, the reason why I sometimes try to make it clear that I went AFK is, you know, in case I, for example, get stupid when I come back, it'll be like half an hour or an hour or 2 hours for me. And it'll be instant for you, and I'll be like, what was I doing? It's not that I'm that scatterbrained, it's that I went AFK for some indefinite period of time. So I also include it in there, such as if I lose my rhythm. What's top seller? Get 1 F5 extra food, depending on the original price. No moral penalty for paying... Okay, no. That's not very much. Does this level up like the other stats? Would this be worth mechanic? What is the last mode? Last mode's like marathon, right? Let me check what the last mode is. Marathon mode, a grueling challenge. Takes 30 driving days to get to Canada rather than the usual 15 days. About a month of pain. Zombie amount starts off 50% higher than normal and eventually goes to double. Bandits are more cruel. Yeah, I was gonna show my stats, that's how I normally introduce the game, but let's just keep trying to figure out what I want to buy. If I was indecisive before, I'm even more so now. Because at this point I'm actually spending points. Geez, alright. I am kind of leaning towards Pathfinder instead of Mechanic. We'll say Road Rage has been with us for like 3 or 4 road trips, and out of those times, I think Road Rage has only had enough Mechanic to repair cars on 1 road trip. We'll say roughly. Maybe that's way off base. That means that 3 out of 4 of the times, I'm walking a lot. And that might be better just to suck it up and do Pathfinder rather than try to fix my car. You can now use the custom character screen to make people with the Pathfinder perk. I have 7 points left. I don't know if I really want anything else. I may save those points. Wasn't there like unlocking Nomi or something? I'm gonna stay away from that skeleton. Alright, so yeah, it's marathon mode next. Well, welcome to Tran Wins Death Road to Canada. Tran Edition. Oh, how many toilets did I have? 88. I'm gonna try to save the 100th toilet for the Keeper run. I forgot that marathon mode's the last one, so actually I kind of need to be careful. It's gonna be 30 days of avoiding toilets. Ah, so it does level up. Can I level it out further? Hold on. Let me see if I can just level that up further. And I'll probably keep something like this in the game so that way you can kind of see me learning the new mechanics. You've upgraded the Pathfinder perk. All characters you assign or have assigned this perk will get to enjoy the new effects. Yeah, I know I didn't save. I thought I would have to save after I leveled it up. 75% chance. Oh, yeah, that should be really 100% chance. 60% is really not. I mean, since I don't know what I'll be doing for Keeper mode, so I'll just save my final 5. But if this was the last mode I'd be in, I'd probably just do it now. Alright, so this will be the adventures of Munchkin and Tourist. Right? I guess? I'm still starting to second guess myself. So we got Munchkin, who's our explorer, paranoid. That explorer helps me find the best item out of 3, essentially. Best area to loot out of 3. Pathfinder will help me with the walking segments. Even if it saves you from 1 bandit event, it's still better than... I mean, if you think about it, Light Eater makes your character eat 1 less food a day, right? So they eat 2 food a day. That's 60 food if it's a marathon mode. So Light Eater would save you 30 food. Well, how many bandit events do you think I might go through on a road trip that's 30 days? I might run into, I don't know, 3 to 5 bandits. Let's say I save myself from 2 bandit events, because it seems to happen a lot while I'm walking. And I can paranoid my way out of car abandoned events generally. I don't know if for all of them, but I feel like I have a better chance of finding the right option with the car events. But for walking, I kind of just have to deal with it. If I can save myself from 1 or 2, that might be worth 30 food. All right, so let's try that. Light Eater might really be the way to go, considering it is a marathon, and that's something to think about. But for right now, I guess let's just do Pathfinder. Oh, just jump straight. Okay. Marathon mode, a grueling challenge. I already read this, didn't I? It's 30 days rather than the usual 15, about a month of pain. Zombie amount starts off 50% higher than normal and eventually goes to double. Bandits are more cruel. Alright, well, here we go. I should sound more confident. Alright, here we go. So, oh yes, it is Canada Day. I was about to say that too. That's July 1st, 2017. It is Canada Day. That's the reason for the patch. And on July 4th, there'll be another day. Someone has filled your car full of hockey sticks. This must be some sort of Canada Day prank. Something stirs in a giant nest of hockey sticks. A large rodent pokes its head out of the pile. Beaver joins the team. Onward to Canada. I feel good about today. Well, you're just gonna eat my food. Well, okay, they did give me 8. Wow, 255. Okay. I assume it doesn't let me stack them back up. Oh, it does. Is this forever? Or maybe these are just a specific kind of hockey stick. Huh. I guess I'm gonna need it, considering you can't actually. Yeah, the beaver did come with 8 food at least. Beaver is some kind of Canadian gerbil? I don't know. This is hard to keep track of. Perk Canada Day. He eats, so I can feed it for 8 days essentially without what the food he brought. Oh wait, no. That's counting the 8 I started with, isn't it? Or however many. I don't even know how much food I start with. Because I don't eat at that time. I'm always doing the first loot scenario. Let's see how good the beaver is. Okay, playing the game feels a little weird. I feel like I'm attacking slower than normal, but I doubt that's the case. Alright, just start beating these guys up. I'm gonna say there's probably a good chance I'm gonna dump the beaver. I mean, I don't know how good he is, so let's try him out real fast. I was trying to lure them to pick up the food for me. Alright, well, it's still taking me maybe 2-3 hits. I don't know, 1 to 3 hits. Not allowed to pick anything up. So what happens if I'm handed something? Alright, I guess that happens. I don't want the beaver to open it up. So as long as I break the toilets, I can actually loot them without raising my toilet count. Or at least I could. Who knows if that got patched. So how much did I get this run? I got 7 food, 28 gas. I think there's some pistol ammo over here. Have to reach over for the controller. Whoops. No. No! I don't know why you did... Let me just clear the zombies like I normally do. Alright, so if you're wondering what's going on, I'm actually trying to get rid of the Canadian gerbil, essentially, without letting him get killed. That was flashing, so I figured I might be able to enter it. I'm actually intending on skipping the hammer, because if I can leave it in the lobby, that's the best thing. So I can grab it on the way out. There's a reason I didn't tire myself out. Looks like the zombies did blow themselves up on the canisters, because I don't see the canisters anymore. And there's nothing else on the shelves. That wasn't that 7 food. I guess that was not too bad. All right, that wasn't that great, but it was actually similar to my Yama run. So I should probably have dropped the stuff off in the trunk. Yeah. I forget, did Marathon mode say it started with 50% more zombies, or 50% the normal zombies? So is it half the zombies, or an extra 50%? I don't remember. I don't know. Now, the question mark only indicates that they made their first attempt to grapple you. It is not damage. The exclamation mark means that you have randomly dodged an attack. At least that's the way I interpret it. It doesn't appear to be like armor class or hit points or anything. I think when you actually get hit, there's blood everywhere. I watched someone else play this, and they kept thinking that the exclamation marks were them getting hurt. I don't think it is. I'm pretty... at least that's my interpretation that it's not you actually getting hurt. Now, when you consider that in D&D, I guess, I think this is the way it is. I'm not 100% sure. Your hit points are not necessarily you bleeding all the time, but it's also a representation of you dodging damage. Kind of like plot armor, essentially. Like a bullet grazed your head, then kill you outright. That kind of thing. So for all I know, it is that. Anyways, my whole point is I don't think it's actually damage, and just you can cruise through zombies pretty safely, actually. Don't panic. I've watched people panic. Like right now, I'm not really paying attention to the zombies. I'm just sort of doing my own thing. I should not have picked it up. I may skip out or cut out parts of me smashing up toilets or something, and recovering stamina. That's just me sitting there. Alright, so I found some additional stuff on top of what I had before. Some bullets. All in all, fairly promising start. Rain starts pouring down. It's hard to see, and the shapes of zombies look right on the edge of darkness. The group isn't sure what would be worse, continue or stopping here. If you keep driving, you stand a chance of getting hurt. Berserk would not like that so much. There are some wounds that are non-fatal damage, meaning that, like the ants when you're marching on foot, that counts as non-fatal damage. It'll never kill you. So even if you have a non-berserk that only has 1 hit point, it won't kill him. I think the driving thing is fatal. Most damage is fatal. So I'm not going to do that. It's a chance, but even then, I think I'd get tired, and I'm not sure if the 30-day marathon has a similar siege pattern as the 15-day runs. I've only run the marathon 1 time, and I'm not sure I've seen anyone play the marathon mode. And if I did, I probably wasn't paying that much attention to keep track of when they sieged. Alright, so anyways, seeking shelter in the house will prompt a siege to happen. It won't even be your day siege, so you'll still have your siege coming up. If I do this, I'll have sieges back to back, essentially. If I do this, I will eat twice. I'm not exactly doing stellar on food right now, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the seek shelter in house. The group doesn't even get settled into this house before they realize a large horde is closing in from the pouring rain. What I like to do is I like to clear the house as soon as I can. My characters aren't tired, are they? Oh, they're just weak because they're noobs. That's right. They just started the game. Alright, get back. I don't want you to die. So when I'm hiding in the corner like this, it's not actually because I'm scared or anything. It's I'm trying to lure all the zombies. Peace out. So I did get bit. I mean, I'm a little embarrassed, I guess. But, I mean, I did fine. Apparently I can't even heal myself, so... Alright. The reason why it's embarrassing is because I played Berserk. That could have been fatal. And I did say there was going to be back-to-back sieges, but I really wasn't expecting this. The group camps out on a pro shop near golf course. Tourist looks out the window and sees a large group of zombies approaching from the driving range. If you shoot golf balls at zombies, you're going to need like 15 fitness or something in order to make it through. If you don't, you're going to get hurt. And I believe tiredness will count for this stat check as well as most any other stat check. I don't have 15, so that would be really bad for me to pick that option. I'm going to pick Prepare for Siege, but this one, again, I might be confusing this with the other Drive Away with no sleep options. I don't know which one, if there's only one specific one where you could get hurt doing it. But I can't remember. And I don't even remember if it was me that did it or if I watched someone do it. I watched people play Death Road to Canada. We're going to Prepare for Siege. I'm fine. Just let's get going. Oh, this looks nice and clear. It won't stay that way for long. Oh yeah, I must have set up for running so I could escape the previous siege. Alright, this next part's gonna be bad. So you kind of have to break through this group right in front of you, and that's not good. Okay, now I can make it out. Let's see if I can escape before the next wave of zombies. Yeah. Well, I found some shotgun ammo. Did I? No, I brought shotgun ammo in. Yeah, I probably spent like 5 bullets. I think I had 14. But I made it. That's the important part. The worst of the zombie siege is over. The group clears out any remaining zombies outside, then goes back in to splatting stragglers so they can set up camp. And I get morale. You know, I don't actually remember... I guess I kind of vaguely remember this. But yeah. I guess it's a nice morale boost if you need it. I've got 129 gas. I don't know, what's more important to me? My car armor, engine, or more bullets, because I might have to use bullets again and get out. There's a large horde of zombies on the road ahead. The group isn't sure if they could get through them or not. If you seek shelter in the house, you are gonna get a siege. That'll be like 3 sieges in a row for me. Not even counting the actual siege that's supposed to happen on the road. Doing all these sieges doesn't cancel that siege for happening. So you're still gonna get a siege in a little bit here. Take a detour will consume gas. Plow through will consume armor. I'm gonna consume armor. Outside of Canada, most of society and civilization has been destroyed. You can still find people engaging in trade, with preserved food being the new currency. You have 14 food left. The group runs into a trading camp. You know what should also be a trade currency? Medicine. Medicine should be a currency. And this grass right here. This is a result of me not keeping my modding consistent across the patches. The patches roll out constantly, and that's a good thing. It is. It's just hard to keep up with it. In addition to recording, editing, rendering, uploading, all that, it's hard to keep up with. So I should really try to be more consistent, I think, with how I color my grass. This is just a character, but I do have a siege coming up. Buy food? No. If you were free, that'd be one thing. You offer me gas, don't you? 10 units of gas for food. I don't know anything about robbing. I need to maybe learn that one day, but I don't know. Alright, there's really not much for me to do here except use the cool it option. Tourist quips, say it, don't spray it to the strength trainer. He doesn't take this one. Get out of here, you dweebus! You don't deserve to get huge! He continues yelling until the group leaves the trading camp. You need an S there. Alright, so when you use Cool It, you need to use Cool It 3 times. Like I can do it right now. Tourist tells voice to Cool It. You use Cool It 3 times and then you get a miracle Cool It afterwards. I'm not sure if I can recruit this guy. I think you can. But I think he like demands food or something. Even though I have a siege coming up, I'm not going to risk it. I just want to cool it. At least I know I can get that. Tourist tells the voice to cool it. Say it, don't spray it. I hate annoying people. The voice refuses to open the door and the group ends up leaving. Oh boy. It's a nightfall. I don't like... Alright, fine. The car gets stuck in the ditch near a crappy dirt road. The group is close to getting in the car when a roaming horde draws near. Now they must distract the zombies from getting too close. I don't have a lot of bullets left. Okay, 0.7. So we'll say roughly, what, 45 minutes? When that clock hits 8 o'clock. This isn't too bad. I know I missed that car. I know I did, but I'm not. I'm not going back for that. So, anyways, make sure you're not panicking and pressing against the exit when that trigger happens. Otherwise, the game, I think, in an anti-spam mechanism, will not let you escape fast. It'll wait a little bit before it gives you that pop-up. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty close. I must have gotten rusty, or maybe the game's always been this dangerous. I don't know. The group feels inspired after managing to survive the situation. They feel like they're getting the hang of this. Choose a reward for the group. Oh, and perhaps one of the reasons I didn't get Zombo points, other than maybe it needed to synchronize with the update or something. But one of the patch notes said that they fixed the reward option so that when you pick something for one person, and now, or when you pick something, one of the difference between the individual or group rewards, you get Zombo points appropriately. If you've played the game before the Zombo point patch, I think all it does is raise your... It wasn't worded in a way that everybody understood, and I think I misunderstood at first as well. But all that happens is that you get your Zombo point cap raised. You don't actually get Zombo points for the things you've done in the past. So I think you really should. Like, let's say it was to get the knight. It's not going to award me the achievement even in the game file. Like, it's not, the skull isn't going to laugh, appear. By the way, I changed the skull to be the Prime Minister. The skull isn't going to appear and laugh and give me the knight achievement, nor is the Steam going to give me the pop-up. So I can understand that the game doesn't register the Steam popping up an achievement. But the game itself knows if you have the achievement or not. It's just a simple matter of rewarding you the appropriate number of points, though. That should be a thing. That should have definitely been a thing, really. Alright, anyways. Probably shooting, because I really want to get shooting up. I mean, maybe it's just a pipe dream, but I want Munchkin to have max shooting. That's the thing. It's something I've not gotten a chance to explore a lot of, and it's new to me. But I know that fitness is also extremely important. It's more important, I think, than shooting. I think fitness is more important than shooting. get a point. I get a singular point. Getting used to these zombies makes for steadier aiming. Munchkin's shooting increases to 1. The group finds a large campsite that is occupied by a few cartloads of other survivors. Camping with strangers is risky, but there's nowhere else to go. I want to rob them, but I don't know if that'll take damage, so I'm just gonna not trust them. Unfortunately, I'm just not familiar with the whole robbing mechanism. Munchkin does not trust anyone in the camp. He stays up all night watching for any signs of trouble. Nothing happens, and he's exhausted in the morning. I don't think anything will ever happen if you stay up all night. That's the thing. It's not like he will ever. It's not like he'll ever like save the day doing that. But if you do camp, you get like maybe say 50-50, maybe 1/3 of a chance of getting robbed. Remember that 2 possibilities happening does not equal even probability of it happening. A storm descends on the group. In this pouring rain, the zombies of the city search for the living. Alright. I don't know why you'd go to the furniture store, but alright. We'll do the help banner. I think it's a dog. I feel like it's a dog. Down to 6. I've used that shotgun to great effect, I think, since I've started, but man, I need some more guns. Alright, so the zombies are hunting, so they're pretty much all pissed at me to begin with. My first order of business is I'm gonna look for that stronghold, the apartment or whatever, and see if I can rescue the dog. I could use an extra hand or paw. Let me pick it up. Whoops, I didn't need to do that. Alright, I should be at like a 91 now. I had to figure out which button it was to attack. I know it's the same on both controllers. I just, once I got my hands out of position, I no longer had muscle memory to work with because that's not how I normally play. Let me just keep the controller next to me. Elliot says that he really wants to get out of this place. He asks if he can follow you around. Alright, just don't loot anything. Elliot starts following tourists. He could be useful if you can get him out of here alive. Or a handy distraction if you can't. You're gonna need another weapon, man. Not sure if I need to configure you to attack here. I think most of the zombies went back outside the front door, so you'll have to watch out for things like that. Hold on, my family's home. I think it was in the middle of a fight, so let's be careful. There we go. generally like to dive right into the building, just straight through the middle. I don't know why. I just do. I really do believe that zombies will lose interest in you if they can't detect you once they enter the new room. So by going, going all that way, all the zombies from outside, that would cluster up outside the building, which is still bad, but not as bad as if they were cornering you inside the building. Can I get you to pick up the rubber mallet, perhaps? There we go. I don't think those break. You know, there's no reason for the AI to let the zombie get the first attack on him. He bounced off the chair. I don't think there's anything that way. All I'm really doing is just pissing off the zombies, and that's not on purpose. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Can I go this way? I can. And never put yourself in that position where you don't know if you can go that way, and you need to go that way. Figure something else out. Now, when you're piloting your characters, your main role when dodging and weaving through the zombies is to watch your allies. That's how I played Mass Effect anyways. And I think those skills translated here pretty well. See, I played Mass Effect multiplayer a lot with my buddies, and I would really, every time I'm like reloading or between shots, I'd be looking around seeing where the best escape route was and if we'd get overwhelmed. So that's what I'm doing here. And so when I think we're about to get overwhelmed, I start moving before it's too late. And I'll cover my allies. So you'll notice that I'll turn around and smack a zombie if one of my allies looks like he's getting too many exclamation marks. One or two, I think is fine. Man, this is a ton of zombies. So I'm pretty much in charge of escaping, that's the thing. While I might be better at fighting, I put more priority on getting away. Alright, that's probably everybody that I need to deal with. I'm definitely glad I stopped to give him that rubber mallet. And I stopped to get, of course, the ally. Since you won't be able to swing a second time right after the first, you might as well use that as an opportunity. I'm gonna go and loot this toilet. There we go. You might as well use that as an opportunity to dodge. It's one of the reasons why I'm sweeping around the room a lot while I'm fighting. I think it's also marginally more entertaining than just watching me stand there. I think I'm done. Let's just get out of here. And also, my family's home, as I said, so I'd like to wrap this up so they don't have to be on silent mode, as it were. Elliot catches up with the group at a safe spot. He offers a reward and thanks for saving him. Munchkin judges his character. Munchkin, as a paranoid, is allowed to look at the character's stats when they talk to you. So Elliot doesn't have very good attitude. He's got decent composure, nothing I'd rely on. His wits and loyalty aren't bad, however. I really think the winning move here is the 80 gas. Yeah, I know my car's gonna die and I'm gonna find 100 gas on the floor, essentially. But I really want to raise shooting. That's... I don't know. I don't have any bullets, I don't have any guns. The winning move is the gas, right? I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be fine either way. I don't know why I'm stressing so much about it. Group shooting, I'll do the group shooting. I mean, I can always lose gas because of events, and because I have no mechanical skill, I will probably be walking a lot. But that should be offset by Pathfinder just a little bit. So I guess we'll do group shooting. The group gets all sorts of secret shooting tips from Elliot. The training ends and Elliot departs. Tourist shooting increases to 6. Munchkin's shooting increases from 0 to 0. Now the reason why it says that is because he's tired. When you're tired, your stats glow when they're below 0, and when you're a berserk or your maximum stats can go above 6, they glow as well. So anyways, he's tired. When you're tired, your combat stats to the left, strength, fitness, shooting, you have a 3 penalty to them. So they can drop below that. I don't know, I'm willing to guess, and I doubt it's intentional, but I'm willing to guess that, let's say, Taurus had 15 fitness on her own, and you needed 15 in your party with everybody combined. I'm willing to guess that Munchkin's negative stats would drag her down. Even though it shouldn't. Logically, it shouldn't. So I guess he's just so bad that he would make the zombies win. That's what I think. That's how I'm interpreting that situation. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it'll ever be fixed, though. But that being said, that's all conjecture on my part. Alright, so anyway, so he's tired, so he has a -3 stat to everything. That's why you often see players, it'll be like from the worst sad face to the worst sad face, but it said it increased. That's why. If I'm talking a lot more because I'm trying to explain the game a bit more. I don't know if that's really needed. I assume that if you've watched this long, you know everything about the game, you know everything that I know. But maybe someone's just joining in for the first time, for all I know. And I should do a better job trying to talk about the game, I think, instead of just playing silently. I don't know. Also, because this is a graphics mod, I changed the faces to be numbers. So that's my thing right there. I'd rather see numbers. Alright. Alright, I gave it a second before I hit start because I didn't want to have to redo that section, which is something that happened to me before. I hit start right as soon as the game ended, so that I could save my progress immediately, so I wouldn't have to do anything else. But then I had to replay that siege. I'm pretty sure it was a siege. It was like the worst thing to have to replay. Oh no. I think scavenger missions can actually take longer than sieges. Anyways, thank you very much for watching Tran Wins, Death Road to Canada, Tran Edition. I'll see you next time.